and that is a true honor. Our next interim chief of police is Natus E. Carlisle Jr. Chief Carlisle is the father of 7 wonderful children who were all raised in Decatur, where it is greater, he says. He married to the vivacious Sheila Pruitt Carlisle. Chief Carlisle was born in 1964 in the city of Decatur, Alabama. He matriculated through the Decatur City School Systems, graduating from Austin High School in 1982. He went on to join the United States Air Force in August of '82, serving honorably as a security police officer until 1990. Chief Carlisle left the service to pursue a career with his hometown police department. He then joined the Decatur Police Department in fall of 1990, serving only 2 years as a patrolman. In 1992, Chief Carlisle became the first African-American CID, that's Criminal Investigation Division detective, in the history of the Decatur Police Department. In 1994, he was honored to be one of the three detectives honored to serve in the newly established Robbery Homicide Unit. Chief Carlisle served in that capacity until the year 2000. During this time, he's proud to say that he only lost 2 cases, which is a testament to his diligence and attention to detail. Chief Carlisle was promoted in 2000, assuming the role as Detective Sergeant, supervising Robbery and Homicide Unit. 4 years later, 2004, he was again promoted to the rank of Lieutenant, assuming the role of CID Chief of Detectives. 3 years later, that's 2007, Chief Carlisle was promoted to the rank of Captain, assuming the command officer role over an entire criminal investigation division. CID units under his purview included property crimes, robbery, homicide, anti-crimes, white-collar crimes, sex crimes, crime scene evidence, property room, narcotics, organized crime, SWAT, and the Honor Guard. Honor Guard commanding officer. It should be noted that Chief Carlisle's promotion to the ranks of lieutenant and captain also came with distinction of being the first African American in the history of the Decatur Police Department to hold those ranks and titles. Chief Carlisle was also selected to perform interim duties as police chief, and that's important to note. This is his 2nd time to serve as an interim chief of police. When then Chief Ed Taylor retired back in 2016. Chief Carlisle retired from the Decatur Police Department in December 2016. A few days later, he began to receive invitations to apply for the vacant Chief of Police Director of Public Safety position at Alabama A&M University. He was awarded the position, becoming the chief on February 14th, 2017. During his 4.5-year tenure at A&M, he taught officers formal classes on police interaction, active shooter, honor guard, de-escalation, street crimes, court etiquette, RAD, which is rape, aggression, defense, self-defense course designed to prevent assaults to women, criminal law, and firearms training. He also became a regular senior police promotion board member at departments such as Tuscaloosa, Birmingham, and Florence. Under Chief Carlisle's leadership, campus-related violent crimes, and thefts were no longer considered the norm, but the exception. But through it all, Chief Carlisle will be most remembered because of his inspiring student support and tireless efforts to improve safety and security both on and off campus. His efforts at A&M were rewarded with 2 historically black colleges and university regional Chief of the Year awards. And then Chief Carlisle created or participated in charitable programs, events like Decatur Police Operation Thank You, charter member that fed Thanksgiving dinners to thousands of families over the years in Decatur and donated bikes to children. Our Shop with the Cop brought officers together with the community. They served to discuss issues and to learn more about each other. That's Christmas in November Extravaganza, Decatur Back to School program, Kids with Love, where 3,000 bikes were donated to children, and Shriners charity balls. So with that, that kind of lays out some background on Chief Carlisle, and now I would like to introduce you to Chief Carlisle and let him share a few thoughts.
Thank you all for the kind sentiments. Good afternoon or good evening. Really want to thank you all for being here today. It is indeed an honor to stand before you as the newly appointed Chief of Police for the great city of Decatur, Alabama. I am deeply grateful for the trust placed in me by our city leadership and most importantly by the community. I am privileged to serve. Law enforcement is more than just enforcing the law. It is about building trust, fostering relationships, and ensuring the safety and well-being of every individual in our city. My vision for this department is one of transparency, accountability, and collaboration. We will work hand in hand with our residents, community leaders, and local organizations to create a safer and more united community. To the dedicated men and women, my people of DPD, I want to express my appreciation for your hard work and sacrifice. I am committed to supporting you with the resources, training, and leadership needed to perform your duties with excellence, integrity, and compassion. And yes, I did say compassion. I said compassion because public safety is a shared responsibility. Our officers are destined to fail without the support of our community. But the support has to be warranted and the trust earned. Yes, I said earned. I cannot expect your trust by begging or making demands. The remedy is open dialogue, community engagement, and innovative solutions to address the challenges we face. Together, we will build upon our department's strengths, enhance public trust, and ensure that Decatur remains a safe and welcoming place for all. I look forward to working with you, each of you, and serving this great city with dedication. Remember, Decatur wears greater. Thank you.
We'll take a few questions.
You've got interim in front of your title now. Is that something that you're looking to remove come the future?
What I promise this city is that I'm going to do the very best job that I can. And in a few months, the end of the year, if the next administration wants me to stay, I'd like to stay. But if not, I'm good with that too. But I'm going to work my butt off for the people of this city. And we got some things we need to improve, we need to do, and I plan to do it.
Well, until that time comes with the new administration, and what are your plans to help fix, the problems in the city?
Well, that's a rather broad question. But what I plan to do is to foster relationships. I want to get out the office and go out and see people. I want to go out to the organizations. I want to go to church, charitable organizations. I want to see what they can do to help us help our people. And I want to provide them as well with a resource. A department that people can turn to when they have trouble. I heard a story today where we needed, I'm told, 6 car seats to help a family get to their destination, and we didn't have them. Now, nobody probably ever thought about needing that many at one time, and I understand that. But those are the kind of things that we need our partners to go. We need to have partners we can go to when we need things. If we go in a house, I don't care if it's a drug house, if we got kids on the floor, if we have kids on the floor, empty pantries, hungry folks, we need to be able to call up someone running the food pantry and say, hey, we need this. Can y'all help us out? If they can't for whatever reason, we need to have alternatives, other places, people that we can go to get money, to get food and help our people. That's the kind of person I am.
how are your relationships within the department? And more specifically, I mean, the former police chief is still on the staff here. Is that going to create anything? Do you see creating anything? But overall, how are these relationships you have with the officers here?
Well, naturally, there may be some issues with some people, but I think that we have good enough relations and smart enough people that they're going to realize what the situation is, and we're going to move forward. I'm not mad at Todd. He's not mad at me. I wish him well. He wishes me well. He gave me his recommendation for the job, you know. So we're going to work together, and he will be a resource and ally because he's been doing it for, is it 2 years now? And so I want to be able to go to somebody who knows having the former chief here would come in handy because he knows the different programs and systems and things going on, and he'll help me learn quicker what I need to know.
I'd like to add that there's just 22 years of service that Chief Pinion has and will have in our department, and that means an awful lot to us, and our interim chief knows that. And I should have said Captain Pinion. But
Mayor, how did you go about making the selection?
I flipped a coin. I listened. I reached out and listened to the council that I saw.
Did you have multiple candidates?
It's a very good question. Yes, we did. We had 3 candidates. 3 very good candidates. And the thing about it took me, we interviewed on Friday.
Yes, sir.
I interviewed 2 candidates on Friday, and it took me to Sunday to realize what a blessing it was that we had 3 good candidates. Goodness, you know, we didn't know if anyone would want to be here in Decatur, but they do. And we think that we've got the best of the 3. We know we do. And just ready for them to be able to get to work.
Yes, sir. When do I start work, sir?
And Chief said that he would want the job come later down the road. Now, obviously, this does not mean the search is done for the police chief. What is that going to look like over the next however long?
Yeah, that's going to be a council question. That appointment is made when a new administration takes, they're seated, and so that's whenever they'll make that decision.
We know that Pinion is keeping his same salary with his new position. Will there be a raise for the chief so they're not the same rate?
Everybody's happy.
We're good.
I'm glad you're looking out for Chief Carlisle and his salary.
And then can you tell me a little bit about how your current position is going to help you transition into the chief role?
Well, my current position is I came back the early part of the school year to be a school resource officer. And I am enjoying that immensely. I'm in the elementary schools. All day long I get high fives, thigh hugs, and fist bumps. And if you pick up one child, you got to get a whole hallway of them. So my back has gotten stronger. And I just love the kids, and we're going to continue to support the schools. We're going to take care of our babies, period. So to answer your question, it's kind of revitalized me, re-energized me. It's rough when people come down on police the way some have, and it's not all warranted. And whenever something bad happens, the police who are out there to protect you later were not involved in that. So to get blamed for it, it's hard on us. It's hard on these guys, you know. And knowing the things that they've gone through, the lives they've saved, all the times that they've put their lives in danger, it's hard. And so that was the real reason I quit back in 2016. I got tired of hearing about it. And if it hadn't been for telephone cameras, I wouldn't have believed it. You couldn't have got me to believe that officers in this country did some of the things that we all have seen. No way in the world. I wouldn't have believed it. And so that's why I quit, and I feel much better now, and I'm excited to make things better and to help as many as I can.
Well, with that being said, you are coming into this position at a very divisive time for the city, with, especially after the shooting death of Steve Perkins, that has caused a lot of division here and a lot of comments, negative comments towards police. So I think we're all happy to hear that you feel better about that, but this is a very divisive time, and how do you plan to help the community grow together?
I'm going to take it to the streets. I'm going to go see people. I'm going to go see the organizations, the protesters, the churches, everyone. I'm going to go and talk to them and have real talk. You know, I want to hear what's on their minds. I'm not going to agree with everything they say. They're not going to agree with everything I say, but we're going to have dialogue, and we're going to try to push forward and form those relationships. And I ask them to trust me. Give me time.
Olin said this was your second time serving as interim chief. Is there any way you're looking at this position differently going into it for a second time rather than a few years ago?
Am I looking at it differently?
Looking at the position differently.
Well, I mean, we all know we have some challenges, and there's some issues, but I'm confident. I'm confident in these guys, and I'm confident in myself. So we're going to get it fixed.
How do you hope to address complaints that people bring, complaints against police officers that maybe people bring to your attention or want to file? How do you plan to quickly address those issues?
The question is, how do I plan to address complaints thoroughly and completely, and honestly, fairly? That's the only way you can do. You got to be fair. You got to have all those attributes for the complainant as well as for the person being complained on. But I'll tell you guys something. In the years of my service, a lot of times you find that people don't remember things because there was so much going on at the time. You have a bank robber or something, you ask 3 people who saw the getaway vehicle, you're liable to come up with 3 different colors on the car. So when you look at video, when people file complaints sometimes, and you look at the video, they kind of get sheepish and they go, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know that I did that or said that, or he didn't do this or do what I accused him of doing. And it's okay, as long as you're not coming up here intentionally trying to get an officer in trouble, because I know it happens. It's just a natural thing.
Thank y'all for being here. Okay.
Thank y'all.